Okay. Um. So. Okay. So I continued with the CI workflow, the pipeline that we're using. When I watched the video, I noticed that we just continued on the build. So I continued. I did before you are done on the build. But one thing was that once I was done with the build and I needed to add push and all of that, I noticed this is my own error now. I had done okay, this it was yeah. So yeah, I'd done something like I used file with capital letters here, and then I used file here with little letters, but it was not running. So on when I went back to my repo, yes, when I went back to my repo, um, it kept stopping like it was, and this place that you showed us, I think when I come here, I will see it running at that time. So it kept stopping. Yeah, it kept stopping at 2 seconds, like it will not run completely to fail. So I copied what I had done, I pasted it on ChatGPT and told it to tell me what was wrong. And then it highlighted that it was majorly because of that. Then for this that I had done, I my the best of my understanding is that it has written this in the situation where if again I use small letter or capital letter, I will not have that problem moving forward because he had written this script saying that missing F and exit is found this check or something like that. That's the best of my understanding of that. So I moved on. I kept watching the video and then I saw that okay, we did test and deploy. And so I did that as well. So when it now came to the download, now that's the assignment. At first I thought that was I just going to come to where's it now? Yes, was I just going to come here and just download? It was too simple to be true. That's the word. It was too simple to be true. So I came and I watched the video again. I thought, oh, the assignment was that okay, maybe we should create a download workflow like we have done, a CI download workflow like we have done for this upload. So I did that here and it just did not make any difference on my repo. So I went back again, I watched the video, I asked certain questions on Google, I just kept asking question on Google and what's the word now? Clarifying my curiosity on trying to answer my question the best way. So it made sense to me because by the time I actually sat down to look at this build and then come down and look at tests because those are like jobs. Those are jobs, especially because when we're doing this test and deploy, I would write this echo, this is a new job called test. I remember that in the video you wrote this is a new job slash something. I can't remember, but I continued with it. This is a new job called test. So yeah. So I made sure to keep the line that you always told us to like be mindful of. So I thought, okay, it made sense to now do a job that was download. So I took the okay, download, runs on, needs. I used build now in this situation. I used build and then I did the steps or downloads just like here under our build. Instead of upload, I use download. So I wrote all of this. I wrote this. Yes. So I now took it back to ChatGPT and said, okay, my tutor has said this, and this is my assignment, and this is my answer to my assignment. Tell, am I right? Am I wrong? So it went back to say, okay, I'm right, and told me certain things, and like it's just not just to also show that you did not use word of mouth to say, oh yes, I downloaded the artifact or that I downloaded the zip file. This is also to show that like if the stress to go back to your repo, you can see that you truly downloaded. So the only thing now that he added was this LSLA downloaded artifact, which I already went back to and asked no, I don't even know it of it, but yes, I understood what he was trying to tell me. So okay. So I was like, okay, I was like, what does this command do? And yeah, so piece by piece, it told me all of what it does, saying long format. This is to list long format, download artifacts. So it explains it bit by bit to me. So yeah, I did that, and then I did my git add, git push, and all of that. And another thing that came to mind was, okay, so when I did a run, and another thing that now came to mind after that was that, okay, the needs now shows, I sort of like understood what needs really meant better than, than just, oh, after this what is next, and this what is next. In the sense that I noticed that it was similar under test. The needs was built. So some sort of like, what are you testing on, or what are you deploying on, that kind of a thing. So I also eventually checked through Benga's work as well, and I noticed that Benga had done his test first, and he explained to me, and I also read something like that when I was trying to look for, oh, how do I download if I've uploaded an artifact and all of that, saying that, oh, it is also better to test first before you build. So I noticed that when he did his testing first, when he did his testing first, when he was not about to do his build second, I saw that his needs was on test. Yes, when he had his build second year, his needs was on test. So yes, after I'd run all of this, I went back to my repo. And this is what I have. But I downloaded this too. Although I downloaded this too, like I said, I felt like it was too simple to it. That should be the answer. I mean, I was a little bit confused, a little bit of, okay, let me just do everything I can possibly do. So yes. So what I was saying about the download, saying under the needs I put build. So my question is, was I meant to put deploy so that it can be a straight string?
Okay, so can you share the link? Let me just do the review for that one.
The link of,
Your report.
okay.
Just drop the URL. Uh, yeah.
I've got it.
Okay. Uh, 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 thank you. Okay, let me share my screen so I can show you some things. Um, Firstly, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so firstly, I will say, okay, I'm impressed. You did a good job. You understand? You did a good job. I'm impressed. Can you guys see this direction and so on? Can everybody see it?
Yes.
Okay. So this is how it works. The first stage was, according to the assignment, your first stage is build. After you build, test. After your test, now deploy. Do you see the process?
Mm.
Firstly, build. The next thing is to the next thing is to test, and the next thing to deploy. I now said that create a task. That task is download. Make that task to be in your deployment process. I didn't say create a stage or a job. Do you see the difference?
Mm.
So now you should try to start understanding these things in that A task is what you have, or step. They call it steps. You understand? In in this thing in GitHub Actions, it is called steps. In Azure DevOps, it is called tasks. Do you understand?
Mm.
Good. I said create a step called download, and now download the zip file in that step. So what you ought to do was just to create these steps, all these steps. Yeah, everything will be under deploy. You understand?
Okay.
From this line, from this line, from this side that is ought to be taken away. So you will have build these all your build processes. The next thing is your test processes. You understand? And the last one will be the deployment processes. So everything from line 101 downward will be under your deploy processes. And from line 96 to 108 will be taken away, because the line ought to be straight. Build, test, and deploy. You don't really need these tasks. You understand? We can come back to it later, but for now, we really don't need this stage or job called download. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you got it, and by now I believe that you have now understand this needs. You understand? Have you
Yes.
understood it? Yeah.
Yes.
So you see that this is what determines what comes after what. You understand? These needs here that you have here, you have it. It determines what comes after what. Like for instance, if you have this deploy stage, you now put needs build. It needs build. What you will see here is build and deploy. But here you can see you have the straight line because of we have build once. It doesn't need anything. The next thing is test. It needs build. That's why you have build to test. Can you see it? So download needs, sorry, deploy needs test. So you have test to build to deploy. So that's why you have the straight line. So now you now did download, you now see needs build. So that's why you have it running away from our settings. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So just try to do what I just said. Now take out line 96 to 108. No, 100. That's the only thing I think you should just do. Take out line 96 and to 100. And you have a straight line of build, test, and deploy. That's all. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now